منطقة الإغلاق. الكرة إلى ناحية الروبرتو يوسف.
Results, Spal's 2-0 win with 10 men away at Roma. Juve then would go back to third with a victory here in this fixture, and we'll take a look at where Milan are and where they might be. It's stepping into that. Big performance against PSV in the Champions League from him, and Ivan Perisic will be, as I said earlier, the support act to the main man himself. And just PSV in the Champions League from him, and Ivan Perisic will be, as I said earlier, the support act to the main man himself. And just contrast the next two players we're going to see, Icardi and Higuain, Tony. Contrast the next two players we're going to see, Icardi and Higuain, Tony.
Absolutely, of course, when we look at the stars of Inter, certainly mean
Ventura. And Sam. Of the Milan derby. They never let us down.
this season. Things were expected of him, and the side was slow to certainly react. I think he's got balance right now. Some of the important players are playing well, and you're quite right, things are looking up, and I think it's just because they've got obviously a couple of games less than the top teams. Really can go very, very close.
meals the rest of your life in Milan. What's after the rest of it?
That's considerably more enticing than a free meal just about anywhere else in the world. Our referee is Marco Guida. Wonder if Icardi can play a part. He'll be very closely marshalled here, but Milan have not defended well at all this season. But they've been scoring at the other end. Statistics say their defence is as bad as it's been for the last few years. Going forward, they're better than they've been. Time for the anthem before the derby gets underway. There are no excuses for either side. They're both at full strength. Spalletti only with that injury issue, and Danilo D'Ambrosio, but for a player who played in the World Cup final, the Schalke at right back, so no complaints there. Aside from that, not a single complaint, not a single excuse. This is the best that Inter have against the best of Milan. And Marco Guida, the man to guide us through the game. The newspaper's full of Icardi against Higuain. Can Inter's captain inspire them? There'll be nerves, certainly. But these are players used to these big games. And these are players used to inspiring each other. Juve the best in Italy at the moment, no question. Napoli currently second best, but these two are getting closer and closer. Nine in the previous nine. We will not be short of fire and passion at San Siro. The 222nd Derby della Madonnina is underway. And if you're new to Serie A, I'll tell you once, Milan in the red and black, Inter in the blue and black. One of the biggest rivalries in the footballing world. And it should be fun, it should be entertaining. Fixture that rarely lets us down. Forward by Calabria. And a poor touch from Marcelo Brozovic.
Well, this game certainly I am looking forward to it very much indeed, because you've got two teams in form. Great striking as well. I just think Suso really could be the key against Asamoah. English international's been in great form this season, absolutely. If they can stop him playing, then maybe the supply line to Higuain will then dry up. Let's see.
Just so often feel in games of this magnitude that we build up Icardi and Higuain and the hero ends up being someone else. That's why I mentioned Bonaventura and Politano beforehand. We need to get rid of that bit of foil that's fluttering around the Milan penalty area. Here's Rodriguez. Now Romagnoli. Maldini passing on his experience. Big boost for the club when he was persuaded to come back in an official capacity. Now Brozovic. Here's Asamoah. That's Skriniar. Fresh from Slovakia's defeat by the Czech Republic. That will have hurt. He doesn't want to be hurt again. One hopeful ball from Vecino. Now Kessié. Bonaventura. These opening 3 minutes, you can reach out and touch the tension. Already interesting to see him making some headway down that Milan right. Brozovic. Last time Inter won 7 in a row in all competitions was January 2017. And they went on that glorious run that ended fairly abruptly.
Of course, the emotion of a derby match, of course, is what needs to be kept under control. You keep trying to tell yourself it's only 3 points, but it's anything but. Especially tonight, I do feel whoever wins this game, the momentum they can then carry forward into the next games is absolutely huge.
Inter's task against Barcelona in midweek maybe got a little bit easier with the news from the Barcelona-Sevilla game that you know who won't be playing, but will still be tough enough. This time next week we're talking about 8 wins in a row. Oh goodness me, though. This time next week we're talking about 8 wins in a row. Oh goodness me, they'll have done well. Milan play Real Betis in their Europa League group, having started that pretty well. But all eyes focused on this. Mustakio. Both sides are really feeling each other out here.
You're right, understandably it's cagey, isn't it? Just don't want to make a mistake. That's the most important thing very early on.
Definitely feel that approach suits Inter's way of doing things much more than Milan's, though. They've played with freedom this season. They can't leave that behind just because it's a derby. That would feel like a mistake. Brozovic. A couple of poor touches from him. Here's Asamoah. Now Vishalko. Brozovic manages to break free this time. A little bit of space too for Politano. See how crowded that penalty area was. Milan defending in numbers. Higuain now. That's neatly done by Higuain for Calhanoglu. Now Suso. Closed down adeptly by Skriniar. Thought Rodriguez was going to wind one up there. Milan are starting to play like Milan, and just flashed wide from Calhanoglu.
Well, finally they're starting to open up a little bit. Good play wasn't it from Milan? Certainly quickly getting the ball forward. Calhanoglu hasn't really done it enough for me this season. We do know he's got great abilities, more spectacular goals. See a little bit more of it.
Can often feel like a luxury, Calhanoglu. Wants to make himself more vital to everything that Milan do.
Absolutely, I think of the top three as well. Obviously, Higuain is nailed on, and Suso's in the form of his life. But Calhanoglu, well, one or two question marks. But we do know when he does come right, that's a fantastic play.
Here's Perisic. Able to just brush away from Suso. I'm not sure Icardi's touched the ball yet.
Milan are delighted with that, but of course he does touch it and he ends up in the back of the net. So doesn't need many touches in the game to score a few.
I was going to say he might touch it 3 times and grab the headlines for the hat-trick on his fixture in October 2017. Can do it when it matters.
Check. Well, release a few and get going.
As you can see on the edge of the technical area, Gattuso's emotions are in full flow. At least something feels right. Towards Perisic. It's really good from Calabria until the last bit, but he's got a touch. On his hands tonight.
I think you're right, and that was good strength, wasn't it? To make sure that decent possession of the ball.
Swung in by Brozovic.
He just strayed. Wrong side of the defence, but talking about the first touch, Mauro Icardi, well, almost was in the back of the net. Brilliant ball in from Brozovic. Zino gets there and does get just a little touch. Unfortunately, it's vital in the fact that it should put Mauro Icardi offside.
They are checking, as they always do, of course, with VAR, but we does not stand. There was a feather of a touch, but it was a clear one. I think that might just have lit a fire for Inter, though. Here's Asamoah with a really good cross, and it's not very well dealt with by Donnarumma. Here's Politano. Oh, great running from him, and deflected just behind by Romagnoli.
Well, initially Donnarumma, the touch out was absolutely awful. When it does come back in, Romagnoli, lucky boy, because he goes with his right foot, hits his heel and goes out for a corner kick.
Inter suddenly in the mood. Whipped in, and again Donnarumma punches. Another chance for Politano. And that loops behind.
Well, someone certainly flipped the switch, haven't they? Because Inter now starting really quickly. There you can see just a touch from Vecino. Icardi couldn't quite keep himself onside. Defenders, a decent line, didn't win the first one. Thought their man offside.
That was kept in play. Here's Nainggolan. Amazing, isn't it, what one incident can do in a game like that, and suddenly Inter are playing with a tempo and do look a threat. Biding their time. Skriniar. Leading the press there for Milan, but they're able to bypass it. Bonaventura. Donnarumma just taking his time. He's looked shaky so far. Kessié down. Referee didn't like it.
That was a decent challenge. Slightly from behind, but Brozovic, no doubt. A piece of the ball, a piece of Kessié as well.
Here's Higuain, instantly surrounded. Interesting when you see the footwork there of Handanovic. 15 years the difference between he and his opposite number in the Milan goal. And big occasions, you feel that can make a difference. Donnarumma, to coin the phrase, does have a mistake in him. Here's Higuain. Now Suso. Oh, cleverly done for Kessié. Brozovic closed him down just in time.
That's the first time they've managed to get the ball out to Suso. You see again just a flick in the offside. Goal that never was. Some of the wide balls. Suso for Milan. Finally get the ball to him, and that's caused one or two problems. There's the touch. Icardi definitely the yard.
Don't really understand where we're watching it over and over. He clearly got a touch, and Icardi was well offside. Now Nainggolan, who caught there. Villa and Nainggolan with a coming together. Now Nainggolan is suggesting there was malice in that challenge from Lucas Villa.